You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the show with Lone Wolf and Tortoise, and whoever of our friends wants to join, you're welcome to. Just hit me up on Discord. So Lone Wolf was just talking to me about how he's designing a bracket 12 deck in Commander. Yeah.
With no land destruction.
No land destruction. All right. Can you imagine if you could put Sinkhole on a Isochron Scepter? That would be insane.
I don't know what Sinkhole is, but I know what Icon Scepter is.
Sinkhole costs 2 black. I believe it's a sorcery. It destroys target land.
Oh wow! Why couldn't you put it on Icon Scepter?
I don't know. I don't know how to spell Isochron Scepter to tell you why. Let's see.
I actually can't spell it either.
Oh, here we go. That's spelled all right. When an Isochron Scepter enters the play, you may remove an instant card. Oh, it's because it has to be an instant card.
That makes sense. I didn't know it ever said that. I thought it always said instant or sorcery. I might be thinking of Panoptic Mirror.
Panoptic Mirror. Yeah, Sinkhole's a sorcery. Destroy target land for 2 black. It's a $20 card, too.
Not surprising.
Mm-hmm. There's a promo version I definitely get. But I think it's on the reserve list, so they can't really officially reprint it. No. Here's a Masters version, Eternal Masters version of Sinkhole. Oh, I guess it's printable. It's crazy.
Nice.
But yeah, if it was instant, you could put that Isochron Scepter.
That would make for an interesting time.
Oh yeah, well, Armageddon is legal in Commander right now.
For now.
Right? But so is Panoptic Mirror. So you could have Panoptic Mirror with Armageddon on it to destroy all lands each turn.
You know what? You're giving me deck ideas.
Yeah, Panoptic Mirror has been moved to a game changer, and then Armageddon will destroy all lands. So if you're in a powerful position, like if all your creatures are indestructible and you board wiped, like say you had Avacyn out to give all your creatures indestructible, and you board wiped the board, so you're only with creatures, and you put a Panoptic Mirror into play with Armageddon attached to it, you can blow up the lands, and your opponents will be stuck playing nothing for the rest of the game.
You're making me think about building a Jeskai land destruction with extra turns.
Jeez, extra turns. That's crazy. Ooh. Hillbilly was listing some vampires earlier.
Yeah, he had some. I don't know why he doesn't have in his deck.
I don't know. Like, I know he found a card he had, Olivia Valderin, that he bought a copy of, and he didn't know he had a copy of it.
That's happened, I think, I'm sure to all of us at one point.
Yeah, it's happened like that before. One time I bought a card thinking I didn't have it, to find out immediately when I got home I had a copy of it. It was only a common. It was a blue spell from Tarkir. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. But it's never bad to have an extra card.
Nope.
Ooh. But like so today there was this picture shared on Facebook, Reddit, and everything. And it got me going crazy. I shared the picture with you and Hillbilly in the Discord. But this shown up on social media today.
Well, the funny thing is after you shown me that,
Yeah.
my social media has flipped their lids and gone off. They're all like, "Oh, we're guaranteed to get this set now,"
Mhm.
and it's like all the way down my social media. I'm like, "We can't guarantee. I mean, it's a possibility, but
Right. Someone was saying this could have been photoshopped or AI or made with AI art, but then later on, this popped up a different angle of the vehicle.
yeah, you never know. We cross our fingers.
Mm-hmm. Cross your fingers. Hope to get turtles. Turtles.
Might get that turtle commander deck yet."
Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe. Wow, man, that'd be awesome. And if it is, it sounds like it'll come out in March next year.
Nice, relatively early.
Yeah, because that's the only Universes Beyond set that's not coming out. Yeah, March. Unannounced Universes Beyond. January, February, March, April, May, June. Uh-huh. So yeah, so that'd be relatively early next year, but we still got to get through Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Yep.
Making me wait, playing the waiting game. It's insatiably crazy. Some people are already complaining, some people are already excited. You got a lot of mixed people going on. People making jokes that we're returning to New York City before we do to Lorwyn, or not Lorwyn. Yeah, people are complaining we're returning to New York City before the time it took for Lauren to get to Lauren again. Because it took like 10, 15, 20 years for us to go back to Lorwyn. And it only took us less than 6 months to go back to New York City.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I'll be honest with you. If that is the Ninja Turtle sets, I won't complain about Universal Beyond.
Well, not every Universes Beyond is going to be for you. Then
Yep.
that's the thing about Universes Beyond. Universes Beyond is not for you unless it's up your alley of interests. And the problem is almost every set this year is Universes Beyond. Like 4 out of 7 sets is Universes Beyond.
Yep.
That means there's a chance that you're not interested in like Star Trek. That means you're not interested. There's a chance you're not interested in something else. It's outside of Magic's IP, so it doesn't feel like you want to interact with it. And that's what people are going with the Universes Beyond.
The way I see it, if I'm not interested, the only thing it is good. It saves on the pocketbook.
Yeah, save that money.
Yep.
But the rough part about it. The rough part about it is you got to pay attention to the cards because there might be that card in that set that you want for your deck. To buy
Yep.
the tools.
It's kind of like in Spider-Man. Like I said, I wasn't, or I don't know. Yeah, Spider-Man. They had like a couple cards in it I still want to get, but it's like I missed the set. I can always get them singles later.
Right. And people on Facebook have been taking pictures of Spider-Man packs in Walmart. And they're saying they're not selling out very much. They're not selling out very much. So I wonder what that means. Spider-Man not doing so well as like Final Fantasy was, because Final Fantasy sold out quick.
Well, from what I've noticed at my local Walmart and even my local LGS, Spider-Man wasn't really a thing. Like our Walmart usually stocks Magic stuff on like Thursdays, and ever since it came out, it still had a full box ever since. So,
Ooh, that's crazy. Full box ever since. Yeah. But like I still want to. I don't know why I want Spider-Man cards. All other than just Spider-Man. Nothing really rings out to me in the set as something amazing.
right.
But the whole Spider-Man thing makes me want more Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Because I like Spider-Man.
That's understandable.
Because like the web slinging mechanic doesn't mean nothing to me. I'd like to get a couple Spider-Man cards to throw on a deck somewhere just for funs of it. But there are some fun cards in Spider-Man. But if you look around, there's no staple cards in Spider-Man. Nothing screams, this got to go in your green deck. This got to go in your black deck. This got to go in your white deck. No, it's very lucid, kind of vague feeling.
Now, see, for me personally, I know there's more than just the one card that I'm thinking of, but if for my staple decks, there's a card called Imposter Syndrome. I want to put I want to put that in every single blue deck I have.
That's funny. That's funny. I see. One card that was sad. Oops. There's one card in the set that I'd use right away if I got a copy of it. And there's some good cards in the deck. In fact, I was listening to a podcast earlier, and they were talking about in Spider-Man set the villains have more fun flavor in the set than the heroes do. There's Imposter Syndrome. Whenever a non-token creature control deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of that, except isn't legendary. It's not a bad card. It costs 6 mana. Like one card that sticks in mind, and Web of Life and Destiny is a card I do want a copy of. But like as a card. But one card I know I'd slam in a deck right away. 2 decks actually right away. It's not very original, if I can find the name of it. Where are you? Yeah, it's called Web Up.
Not sure what that one does.
It's an Oblivion Ring, just named Web Up. Or Banishing Light.
Oh, yep, I could see that.
Like that's the one card in the set that I can use a couple of for a couple decks. And that's because it's adding to the number of those that exist.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm actually surprised that Web Up doesn't have fading because the webs are supposed to like disintegrate in a certain amount of time.
I very vaguely remember fading. Is that where it has like certain counters on it, and then each turn it loses a fading counter, and once they're gone, it's gone?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly. Fading counter is the one where you put in a couple fading counters on it, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you remove a fading counter from it, and once it has no longer once it no longer has fading counters on it, you remove it from the game. And I think it's called fading. Maybe I'm wrong on the word.
No, I think you're right. I just couldn't quite remember how that worked because there was an enchantment that I wanted that was in white that had fading, and I was gonna combine it with there was something I was gonna combine it with to make it to where my creatures would always fade out, and I could sit there and flicker my stuff in and out.
Yeah, fading is the ability I was talking about. I looked up fading and brought up Tangle Wire as fading 4. Yep. Fading was a fun ability, not because you're going to guarantee lose your creatures in a certain amount of time, but it gave wizards the ability to power up a creature to be a little more powerful than normal because it was going to leave the battlefield anyways.
Right.
So that's why Fang's good. Like with Spider-Man, like I understand web slinging is an ability. I don't think they utilize his abilities, the Spider-Man ability, very much. Like you don't really get a lot of Spider-Man that tap down a creature in the set.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a comment. What's up? Tissy dude, listening. Wow, cooking mashed potatoes. Thank you. Hello. Shimanucci. Hello. I've been I hurt my back pretty bad. Been out of work and mentally out of it since my routine was interrupted. So sorry to hear about that, Shimanucci, and I hope you get better. And thank you for tuning in just to chill while we chat and chill. And you too, TCG dude. You guys rock. You guys rule. Yeah. But yeah, so like there's like no real synergy in the set of Spider-Man. Like they made some Spider-Man with web slingings and stuff, but they didn't create any enchantments or artifacts, which would have been unique. That said that carried if a creature tapped, or carried if a creature entered the battlefield, or if a creature left the battlefield. I think that would have been. I like that would have been a lot more synergistic, especially for like they made. Can you imagine if they made web shooters the ability to tap? I think. Hold on. You're a lot better, Shiminuchi. Nice. And 4 days, thanks. Yeah, no, we appreciate it. We love seeing you.
And see, I agree with you. The synergy of Spider-Man's kind of just a little off, but I do gotta say the web slinging, it's called a different thing in Arena. The web
Yeah.
slinging, the web slinging thing's a lot more fun than I thought it would be, especially if you run it with like the station lands.
Right.
I think they probably could have done more with that, to be honest, if they were going to do that.
Yeah, they don't have Spider-Man's web shooters as an artifact or equipment at all. Oh, Web Watch. There we go. Interdimensional Web Watch. That's Miles Morales, which is cool, but it's not web shooters. Because in most cases, Peter Parker makes his own web shooters. They didn't even include that in the set.
That's kind of weird.
Right? They gave you Doc Ock's tentacles, and they gave you a rocket-powered Goblin glider. They got you Peter Parker's camera and an interdimensional watch. But then they give you web shooters. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, there is a card that I wanted that I pulled out of the pack that I want to play with. It's called Skyward Spider. Cost white, 2 white, 2 blue, or a mix of both. It's hybrid. It's a 2/2 with Ward 2, and if the creature is modified, like with a +1 counter equipment or aura, it gains flying.
Oh, nice. That'd actually be pretty solid.
Yeah, and that's just uncommon, and it doesn't fit any theme of the set because there's not a lot of auras or equipment in the deck. That's that. So you can tell like some of the designs were just weird. I mean, they gave you a lot of Spider-Man and gave you some spider synergies, which I think some spider-based decks will love to try to build up more upon, but not all Spider-Man are in a single color. I even think they mix-matched some colors wrong, like they made a Miles Morales Naya colored red, white, green. And I think he should have been Teamer blue, red, green. I think Spider-Man should have been blue, red, green more than red, white, blue. Or blue, white, green. Well, he's blue, white, green. That's fine. But Teamer would have been more in that aspect because Teamer likes to configure and twerk things. Red, blue it's more about technology, and Spider-Man's very technology based.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Back to StreamYard. But yeah, so Spider-Man. I'd like to build a Spider-Man deck, but if I have it my way, I'd rather get that Turtles deck going on. Like there's so much they could do with Turtles for a full set because they got all the Ninja Turtles and they got the different variants of Ninja Turtles if they want to use it. They got the interdimension. They got tons of characters that they can use from the show and from the show and from the show and from the toy line too. Let's see. Shiminuchi Mysterio is very mysterious. Indeed. I think Tom Holland's Mysterio was like one of the best renditions of Mysterio. I hope they one day conclude that. Like, not the story, but the character design. But they did it because it mixed with Tony Stark. But with the Turtle set coming out, I think the Ninja Turtles, like, because not only do you have Shredder, you have Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang. You got Baxter Stockman, who's definitely a trinkets kind of guy. You got the Toad buddies, the Toad friends, the Radical Toads. You know,
I'll be curious on what kind of abilities and stuff they do if it's the Ninja Turtles.
right. Right. Shimonichi says make 3 token for every token non-token villain you have. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. He'd probably be multicolored in that case. Oh no, Mysterio is not multicolored. At least I'm not seeing him. Let's see. There's Mysterio. Oh, there's Mysterio, Master of Illusions. Yeah, 3 generic and a blue. 3/3. Whenever Mysterio enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 blue illusion villain creature token for each non-token villain you control. Exiles tokens when Mysterio leaves the battlefield. It's not bad. That's fun. Blue green decks will love it with doubling season and hold on. Oh, the 3/3 blue illusion villain creature token for each one. Oh yeah, so the tokens are not legendary. So yeah, so you can have like the doubling season effects, the parallel lives, and everything going on, creating a lot of villain tokens. Yeah. Blue. The pen is blue. If you know that reference. I'm working, but saying hello for the all might algorithm. Thank you, J Money. Thank you. I appreciate it. Work well, work smart, be safe. I hope you have a good time and struggle less with work because work can be daunting. I mean, do you have any thoughts about Spider-Man yourself and Lone Wolf?
Yeah, my thing is it was interesting. It was interesting because of the web slinging ability, but I also think it was a bit on the boring side. Aside from that, because like you said, there was a mix and match of everything. Like
Yeah.
I'm so used to the Omen Pass that I might mix up the names, but there was another enchantment besides the Imposter Syndrome, but it had Convoke on it, and then you look at the top 5 cards of your library and put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield.
Oh.
Like, I think that's cool, but it really doesn't fit in the set at all.
No, it doesn't, because there's no big bangers in the set.
Nope.
I mean, let's see. They do have Sandman, which I think is probably the most interesting green creature in the set. And you have Electro, which is pretty busted outside of the set. Sandman, Shifting Scoundrel, costs a generic 2 green. Power toughness is equal to the amount of lands you control. And he can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And you can pay 5 mana to return this card and a land card from graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Electro costs the same amount of mana, but in red, 1 generic 2 red, for 2/3 flyer. When it says you don't lose unspent mana, right? You don't lose unspent red mana as steps in its phases. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, add 1 red to your mana pool. And when Electro leaves the battlefield, you may pay X. If you do, it deals X damage to target creature or player. To target player. That's a banger of a card, especially in a red green deck.
Yeah. The green one that you're talking about reminds me of Multani. And
Right.
then the other one, I'm surprised I haven't seen it with Vivi yet.
Right. I'm surprised I haven't seen it with VV yet either, and I don't know why. But it'd also be good in a green red deck with the original version of uh, uh, I can't think of the elemental dude who collects green mana. Omnath, the original version of Omnath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the mono green Omnath costs 2 genetic and a green. Its power toughness is equal to the amount of forest you control or the amount of green mana in your mana pool. And he says that you don't lose unspent mana as steps and phases end, and he saves all your green mana. So in a red green deck, you can save all your red and green mana and ramp up. And so when Electro dies, you can just go pound town on your opponent's face by paying X. Because X doesn't have to be red mana; it's just floating mana. So if Omnath and Electro on the battlefield, and you're building up all that mana and building up the spells, when you sacrifice him or something, pay all that X, you can just possibly do 20 damage pretty quick.
Yeah.
But in a teamer deck with Vivi, not only are you getting all that mana, you're saving a lot of mana, but you're pumping up your spells a lot with those combolicious spells. And Red's infamous for having cheat mana back in the day, where they have Seething Song costs like 2 mana and adds like 5 or 7 red mana to your mana pool.
Yep.
Yeah. Insatiable. That's pretty crazy. I like it. Oh. Oh man. But yeah. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I feel like there's some spicy cards in Spider-Man, and they don't feel like they're part of the set. Like really, like the set doesn't feel like it's a part of itself.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like you go through the set and you'll see one card and it's like, ooh, I wonder what other cards will go and do something that'd be cool with this card. But then you go through the line and there's nothing that goes with it. It's like, is this something we just took a D20 dice and rolled it and called it a set? I mean,
Mm-hmm. Right. We got a question. Shimanuchi says, "How does saddle work?" Well, do you know how vehicles work? Vehicles work where you tap a creature with a certain amount of power to activate an artifact vehicle into a creature. And that creature can attack as soon as summoning sickness wears off. Saddle's the same way, but Saddle is a creature that can attack. But if you expend a creature, basically tap down a creature for the attack, you get an ability off Saddle. An additional ability off Saddle. Ugh. Saddle was just a wasted mechanic if they ever made one.
yeah, you got saddle, you got the vehicles, you got the station.
Station I like more than I do crewing. Like crewing, you can crew per turn, which I understand that. But station, even though it might take a bit to crew something with station, but once it's stationed, it's completely activated for the rest of the game.
Yeah, not a one-time thing.
Yeah. Because I don't like the idea of having to tap down a resource or potential damage maker to saddle something or crew something.
My opinion, if you're gonna tap down to saddle or crew, it's got to be worth it. Like the one vehicle that I actually like is Eska's chariot,
That's
and
just great. Yeah.
and that's because it gives you stuff to block with if you need to.
Or crew.
Yeah, you crew into it, you attack, and you make more tokens.
Right, but you can crew those tokens.
Oh, that's true too.
Yeah, it gives you stuff to crew. So you don't have to use spent mana creatures to accrue it. You can technically when Esca's Chariot comes in, you can accrue those creatures to that creature right away to the chariot.
I honestly never thought of that.
Yeah, because a creature doesn't have to have haste to accrue.
So is that almost kind of like the ability on the Merfolk Kumina that you could tap them kind of whenever?
I don't know, Kamina.
Alright,
But
okay, another one would be like Balin. We've played against Balin a few times with the tokens. Like you could tap two creatures to draw a card, tap 3 to
Balin the Haymaker.
yeah.
Yeah. Token to control tap two tokens. Yeah, because you're tapping them down. You don't need haste for those. Yeah.
I'll say I like that kind of ability.
Yeah. That's true. They're pretty good. Yep, having abilities. Shiminuchi says ability, but not plus plus. Right. It gives you an additional ability based on the creature who has saddle. Saddle basically says you can tap another creature to unlock this ability on this creature. To bolt, hey guy, I hate crewing cards, but this that's just me. I have very few cards that need to crew. Well, that might change when Star Trek comes out. You might crew like you never crewed before. I'm looking for a card that I'd like your opinion on an arena. Give me a second. It's the saddle one I was asking about. All right. Well, I probably wouldn't have the best knowledge about it, but Magic in general, I could give you an idea. Lone Wolf plays arena more than I do.
I gotta say, I think Star Trek could possibly bring more stationing back.
Right? Because remember when Edge of Eternity is coming out, when KJ was here, we were talking about how Edge of Eternity could have like a Star Trek secret lair based on the ships.
Yep, and look what happened.
Tabalt says I'd rather have cards that are more directly impacting the game. That's true. I like cards that impact the game or does something for me, like drawing cards. But vehicles do pass the board wipe test a lot, though. Even though you need creatures to turn them into creatures, but yeah. Here's a ridiculous idea, and I don't know if anybody's thought about it, but it gets past the board wipe test. When you're destroying all creatures, not all artifacts and enchantments, is you can use manlands to crew vehicles. So if you made a deck full of manlands and vehicles, you could be spending lots of mana to crew vehicles and board wiping everybody else in between turns.
Wouldn't have thought about that. That'd be an interesting deck idea.
Interesting. It'd be a slow deck to play, but you get there. It's like, that's a good point. That's right. Bounding Felidar. Do you know that card?
I don't think I've ever heard of that one. When I think of saddle, I think of there's a card that you saddle and you can sacrifice the creature that saddled it to put that many lands out. You draw that many cards and put that many lands out.
All right. Bounding Felidar costs 7 mana for a 4/7. That's kind of slow. Just Magic in general. When Bounding Felidar attacks, if while saddled, it put a +1 counter on each other creature you control. You gain 1 life for each of those creatures. That's all right. It's not my favorite idea, but it does help the team out.
So that card, the one there's a cool thing to do with it, but the one thing is that it's mana heavy.
Yeah.
But if you have a way to cheat it out, like there's a card that's called Kona that lets you put something. If it's tapped, you can put something from your hand out onto the battlefield for free. Doing stuff like that would be pretty fun, but that 7 mana is kind of hard to get out.
Kona Rescue Beastie is what you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta cheat out the kitty cat to really make it worth it. And Kona Rescue Beastie is the standard way of doing that. At the beginning of your second main phase of Kona Rescue Beastie is tapped, which you can saddle it for another creature. You may put a permanent card from your hand on the battlefield. So if you have a vehicle with Kona, you can just tap it to a vehicle. You don't even have to attack. You can tap it to a vehicle, skip your combat step, and put a creature into play for free.
But just trying to play the Felidar by itself, I'll be honest with you, if you're trying to do that in standard, you're not going to get very far.
But station, you can station.
Yeah, you can station it. You can, there's a bunch of cool stuff that you can do.
Right. I'm just talking about having to survive combat, by tapping it.
Yep.
The ball's like, I love it. This is Adeline Resplendent Cathar. All right. I'd like to Resplendent Cathar costs a generic 2 white. The star 4 Vigilance Adeline's power is equal to the number of creatures of control, which is pretty much what white likes to do in certain sets. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. It's not horrible. It's more of a commander card than it is 1v1 standard. But because it's built like a standard card, but or a two-headed giant card, I guess. I mean, it beefs up with the tokens that are tapped and attacking, but as soon as those creatures are blocked, the damage ratio on an Adeline will drop too. It's interesting. I can see this card being decent in a Soul Sisters style deck. I don't think there's enough in standard to do that, and I don't think Commander is going to make this really great. I don't think this is going to be a legendary powerhouse, but Voltron, work with Voltron, it can make this card pretty big. But in Commander, I think what you want more in Commander, different colors, but trying to think of a card's name. It costs a generic white and a blue. And it's like a 2/2 knight or something. And whenever it attacks, it creates a 4/4 flying angel creature token. And it has hexproof.
Saint of Geist.
Yeah.
Saint of Geisthaft, I think might be what it's called.
Of Geist to Saint Traft.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
It's spelled Traffy. Traft with a T. Oh wait, I'll put side Saint of Geist. There we go. Geist to Saint Traft. All right, let me. Oh, I'm spelling Geist wrong. How do I spell Geist?
Geist. And there's another card that Adeline would go good in too.
All right, I'm trying to find this card. I think we spelled Geist wrong because it's not bringing up anything.
I might be wrong entirely on the name, but it sounds familiar to me.
Oh, because there's no Geist. All right. There you go. Geist to Saint Traft. So it's a 2/2 for 3 mana, has hexproof. And when he attacks, it gets a 4/4 White Angel, creature token with flying, tapped and attacking. You exile a token at the end of the turn. But yeah.
And see, for me personally, I would put it in an Ishin deck where it doubles the attack triggers.
Tibalt's Ken set up. Yep. Gives you more thing. Yeah. You want to use the card in a mono white deck or add some green to ramp it out? I think with that card you're talking about, that poor card that's way back here. Adeline. I think a card to go with Adeline that would be much needed is I can't remember the name of the card, but it costs a generic and white, and it says a token creature you control have vigilance to get +1/+1.
Intangible Virtue.
Yeah, Intangible Virtue is a good card with this card because it makes those 1/1s into 2/2s. Then if you have sack outlets, you can sacrifice them before combat. If you went combat heavy and made a combat trickery deck, that could work. Bounding Felidar. We just talked about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can buff up the team. But that's a lot of work to bolt. Yeah, that's a lot of work if you're making tokens to buff up the team, the saddle and stuff like that.
The only way I could see it somewhat working is if you have this out and you make enough creatures. If you have like a Cryptolith Ride out to where you could tap your creatures for mana, then it might be okay. That might be okay, but then again, you're setting yourself up to get attacked by tapping your creatures like that.
No, I was talking about cards that make that card good. It makes it good. Look, with Adeline, you have to attack to make the tokens. And if you can saddle instant speed, the creature's still attacking while saddling. So you're not removing from combat. So and you have to saddle before attacks because the creature says if this creature would attack while saddled, so you got to saddle before the attack step. No, I don't think this will work the way you're thinking it might. Because I understand you're trying to grow the board and get this +1 counters on it, but like the saddled ability says while this creature saddled if it attacked. So the creature has to be saddled before attack step. And this creature cares about attacking. Like you could saddle and the +1 counters would attack, then you create the tokens. You'd have to, I don't know, you'd have to time that out perfectly for it to be reluctantly good, but I can see that being the Tinkerer's foilage there. Ooh, see. I'm trying to see. That's why I'm thinking about adding green. Yeah, you get that green. Like, I don't know how well in standard that works. I don't know the standard landscape much anymore. But but in Commander, if somehow you can guarantee having both those cards out and having a bunch of Anthem effects, you make some scary attackers. For ramp, they getting the counters once you get it out. Yeah. dominate the show. But yeah. I feel kind of bad. I haven't sent out the packages yet, but I got all the mail packages to send out this weekend. And I didn't give anybody a squeezed toy. Totally forgot about them. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what you're talking about.
I got a squeezed toy.
Oh.
Well, it taps to prevent one damage to any creature. It's one mana dork. Cane Shaker sent me a lot of them in our last giveaway to send out to people and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is an open pack. This is an unopened pack.
Nice.
Just random squeezed away. See. Do you guys have anything good for dinner yet?
We had a little bit of everything. Had a rice dish with some chicken, and then had to have an after dinner snack.
After dinner snacks are the best.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the midnight snacks are even better.
I'm too asleep for the midnight snack. But yeah, because like at night I like to have a quesadilla before I go to bed, but I don't always have a quesadilla.
A few years ago, my favorite thing when my grandpa was still around, me and him would get up at midnight, and we'd have peanut butter syrup sandwiches,
Oh wow.
and we'd have a loaf of bread gone within one meal.
Never heard
Because
of
we'd
peanut
sit there
butter
and
syrup
stack the
sandwich.
sandwiches.
Never heard of peanut butter syrup sandwiches, but that sounds very sweet.
It's like having a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Interesting. I'll have to try that out someday. Debalt's apprentice says, "Got to go get food soon." No, you got to stay here. Debalt, you're here. Yeah.
Hear us talk about food.
Oh, yeah. For lunch today, we had a sizable sausage patty. A sausage patty, like a breakfast sausage patty. We had some eggs. We had some vegetables to go on the side, which like stir fry vegetables, and 2 English muffins with butter on them.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good breakfast for lunch.
Yeah, that was the lunch, and man, I wish we had the things I've been craving though. Like I wish we had like ice cream. That'd be nice. Like some chips would be nice. It'd be nice to have some nice little snacky snacks in the house. The closest snacky snack thing I got to have a snacky snack is a cracker. I got crackers. Which, if I cut some cheese up right, I can have crackers and cheese.
Hey, that's not bad either.
No, it's not. Uh, I'm surprised. This hillbilly. Oh. Hold on a second. Well, we might have a wild hillbilly coming
All
in
right.
a couple minutes. He's like, I'm like, I sent you a Discord message, I sent you a text, and you didn't respond. Like, it's just me and Lone Wolf just hanging out. I'm like, I'm still in Lone Wolf from you.
It's what happens when you take a nap.
Right. Naps are awesome. So I'm trying to think of a 60 card deck. You can think of Brawl. Brawl. Why don't you play 1 billion tacos? Oh, scary.
So,
What's up? Yeah, where were you? I sent you a message and everything. You didn't respond back.
I don't get my messages. Heck, my doctor never did call me today.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Your doctor never called you today.
No, never did.
That's not fun.
Nope.
It's not fun. Yeah, I've been still in Lone Wolf this whole time. When you guys could have been hanging out together, I'm like, Lone Wolf, I kidnapped him.
Yeah, well, you say you didn't want to hang out with me today anymore.
That's not necessarily true. I was with you when you're scanning cards.
Yeah, then you left me, and I didn't want to hang out with you no more.
Yeah, you were scanning cards, and I took a nap, and I woke up, and you're like, doesn't that remind you of Blade? I'm like, what?
There was that one card that came out in Dustborn. It's a vampire.
Right.
To me, it looks so much like Blade from Marvel. And makes me think that it's going to be in Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah. Tybalt says creatures 24, 4 bounding Felidar, 4 district mascot, 4 congregation, 4 griff bullrock ox, and 4 blighted glider, blighted mustang. Wow, whew. You put that together really quick. Instant sorceries 8, 4 congregations call, 4 saddle up. Nice. Lands 24, blighted pathway, glacial floodplain, blighted brightfield glade, and 12 plains. Interesting.
Well, I got all my vampire scanned.
Mm-hmm. You got all your vampire scanned.
Yep.
So that should be a deck to play. Holy cow, Tybalt.
Go ahead and try it on Arena, Tybalt.
Yeah, try it on Arena. See how it goes. Yeah, I don't got the resources to build the whole deck. But Hillbilly said he finally got the taste of blood today.
Taste of blood.
Yeah. You got an insatiable thirst for blood now.
Yeah, all these vampires out of scans. Punch. Dashing Bloodsucker. It's the card I was talking about.
Yeah, what does Dashing Bloodsucker do?
It has Eerie whenever a enchantment you control enters. And whenever you fully unlock a room, Dashing Bloodsucker gets +2/+0. Gains lifelink until end of turn.
There's a movie with the Reading Rainbow guy in it, and he looks like that to me. Can't think of the guy's name.
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton, yes.
Also, AKA Geordie LaForge off of Star Trek.
That's right. Geordie LaForge. But yeah, like LeVar Burton. That looks like more like LeVar Burton like in this 80s movie I watched where he went to a monstrous house party where the dead was coming to life from all around in spirits and monster forms. Let's see. Huh. I'm trying to see if I can find the movie.
All right. So I was thinking this looked like Blade.
Right.
The hairstyle.
Right.
And that's what I thought it was.
Right.
Yep. And it was making me think, Marvel.
But it reminds me of Laura Burton's character from the 80s in this movie, or this like Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to remember the movie. But apparently he's been in a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. LeVar Burton has been. I know him best in Star Trek Next Generation.
Right. Apparently, it was an episode of Murder, She Wrote. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Huh. This movie's got to be on the list.
I got a few cards ready for my new deck that I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
Yep.
What deck are you trying to build?
+1/+1 counters deck.
Ah. +1/+1 counters. Do you want more +1/+1 counters?
Yeah, I want to be able to put some draw in here too. I ain't put the lands in with the cards yet. I got KIANNE Corrupted Memory.
Yeah.
Canine Corrupted Memory. Retreat to Kalamazoo. Ren and Rambreaker. Beneath the Sands. Cultivate. Spelunking. Innkeeper's Talent. Doubling Season. Nickborn Hydra. Wilderness Reclamation. Nature's Will. Primal Vigor. Hardened Scales. Prison of the Moon. Explosive Vegetation. Branching Evolution. Unnatural Growth. Season of Growth. Toperi Stomper. Warnclex, Monstrous Raider. Rashmi, Attorney's Crafter. Zamon, Paradox Sculpture. Risley, Bill. Rat, Path of Ancestry, Thor Ring, and Zamon's Impetus.
Interesting. So it sounds like you don't need any of the cards that you wanted to trade for that list.
Yeah, I still need a bunch. That's all I got. That's just a start. That's just a start.
Sounds like a full deck.
Yeah, right.
All right, have a good one, Tybalt.
This can't be a deck at all right now.
No. What happened to Hillbilly? He vanished.
I'm still here.
Ah.
Just relaxing.
Just relax.
Yep.
All you can do is just relax.
Yep.
You know, Lone Wolf is here to relax.
Yeah, I was playing Arena earlier.
Poor you. Well, I should say poor Arena. Arena's never really doesn't know what to feel about you when you play in Arena.
Right.
Arena's like, why are you doing stuff? Why are you touching the cards? Why are you casting spells?
Why are you milling people?
Million people. Look at you, Lone Wolf. Are you okay down there?
Yep. Trying, just having fun and hanging out with y'all.
Good. Because I need to take a bathroom break and I'll be back. Leave you two to it.
Well, get up.
All right.
Now we can talk about them.
What am I doing?
I don't even think he knows what he's doing. Lone Wolf.
I'll be back.
All right.
Now we talk about them. Oh, did you hear what happened to the tortoise the other day? Lone Wolf?
What? You drove him crazy? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was really bad. If you didn't hear it, the news. Oh man, there ain't nobody here. I don't think. Oh well.
Well, he gave me a new deck idea for land destruction.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do I need to do a Jeskai land destruction extra turn deck.
Oh.
Have Panoptic Mirror and throw Armageddon under the Panoptic Mirror and destroy everyone's lands every turn.
I would not play.
I
would
wouldn't
not play.
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, I would not play. Now I would take that to bracket 5.
It might. I think they're gonna make a new bracket on how to lose your friends quicker.
Really? Bracket 6. How to lose friends.
Oh, I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like Timbal's trying to make a historic deck.
Yep, that's what it sounds like. Might be hard to pull it off, but
Yep. Oh man. Oh. I hope I can play Commander sometime this week.
hopefully your arm will let you.
Yep. I was waiting for that dang on doctor, the insurance company to call me. They never did call me.
Yeah, don't you just love it when that happens?
Yeah. So I'm gonna call them tomorrow in the morning. So I'll probably be late on my morning stream, but heck, I gotta get it done.
Yeah, gotta figure out what's going on.
Yep. So we'll call. I remember the woman's name was Red. That's a weird name. So I'm gonna call the insurance company again and ask to speak to her. Hopefully, I'll be able to speak to her and find out what the heck is going on. And see if she tells me something.
Yeah.
But hopefully, she'll be able to tell me something. She even got hold of a nursing school, nursing school, or doctor school, something like that here. I'm like, we're a school. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't you know what you're doing? How would you get hold of them? Set me up with a doctor. That don't make no sense.
Might have been one of their mornings they didn't have. Might have been one of their days they didn't have enough coffee.
Apparently. I don't know what was wrong with her. But yeah, I'm gonna call back in the morning. See if I can talk to them.
Yeah.
See if they can find me a doctor.
You need to find a good doctor. You need to find a good doctor.
Yep, this is why I hate Kentucky.
Well, you can find a doctor at your local store. You know, he goes by Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, but that won't help me.
Well, nothing will help you except a mental institution. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
So,
Yeah,
guys,
but heck, they won't even see me. They won't even see me.
Dr. Pepper, they won't see you. Well, maybe if you give them a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't work.
Oh, no. Crazy. It's crazy, everybody. Just think about it.
Yeah,
Hillbilly's trying to play it off like he's sane.
don't tell nobody.
Yeah. You just gotta chill, relax, hope you find a doctor.
Yeah, I should be able to tomorrow. I can't believe my insurance company didn't call me back at 1:00 today.
Yeah.
We'll call you back at 1:00 with the doctor's appointment. Oh, really? Well, it ain't 1:00 yet.
Did you try
Maybe they
calling
were
him?
thinking.
Did you try calling him back?
I'm gonna call him back tomorrow.
All right. You were
I'll
saying
probably be late again on my streams.
They might call you at 1:00 in the morning.
I don't care.
it's like that'd be better than not getting called back.
Right, I don't go to bed about 2:00 anyway, so it wouldn't bother me none.
That's bullshit. Hillbilly never sleeps.
Yeah, I was gonna argue that.
Hillbilly's insomniac.
Yep. I'll stay up to 2 and get up at 7.
I don't know how you do it. If I go to bed at 2, I'm dragging ass at 9 in the morning.
I'm not. Wide awake with a cup of coffee in my hand.
I don't understand how you can have such short sleeping times. It's crazy.
Hey, I've always done that, especially after driving a truck.
Yeah.
Got in that lifestyle, and after I got used to that lifestyle, I just ain't been able to change it.
Yeah. Well, now you need to drive a Magic the Gathering truck.
Drive a turtle truck.
Turtle truck. Turtle.
Yeah, get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles painted across it. Then get Magic symbol on it. Just like that.
That'd be cool. That'd be
Yep.
cool.
That kind of reminds me of a food truck.
Probably is a food truck type thing.
Yep. Looks like it opens up right there in the middle where it's green and orange.
Uh-huh.
It looks like it opens up right there to where they serve the food.
No. Don't talk about food. You might get hungry, hillbilly.
Yeah. I'm always hungry.
Always hungry.
Yep. I'm just thinking right now what I could go get to eat.
You can go get a pizza.
I had that earlier.
Yeah, that earlier. That's insanity.
Well, because Calzone it was actually.
A calzone.
Yeah.
What? Sounds a lot better than what I ate. I ate real food. What that fake stuff you're talking about, calzone, which is a pizza in a pocket, pretty much.
Yep.
That don't exist.
A dip and a Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Yep.
Why not Coke?
Well, they didn't have Coca-Cola.
What?
Closest thing I had was Pepsi. Otherwise, it would have been a Coca-Cola.
Would have been. Would have been. Yeah. Oh, well, think about it. Next month, you can start working on your car.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Lone Wolf was telling me earlier that he'll move all the way to Kentucky to help you fix your car.
I'm waiting on
Hey, if they have a better doctor system, I might.
them. Yeah. Got a bus system. Runs every hour. Runs up to 5 o'clock.
Bus systems. We have a bus system too where we live.
This bus system down here sucks.
Yeah. Well, our bus system's weird too because you got the bus that runs in a large circle in different parts of town. Because our city's big, that we need to have like probably like 10 different buses that go to different parts of the city.
Huh. Are they big buses or little buses?
Well, they're sizable. They hold like over 40 people, I think.
Hmm. Is it are the buses about the size of a regular school bus?
A little bit bigger.
Ours is way smaller than that.
Ah.
Might be lucky to get 10 people on the bus.
Ooh. You're bussing it. Bussing.
Yep. And the buses are never on time. They quit on time, but they're never on time.
They quit on time, but they're never on time.
All right.
Yeah, the rural buses got to be there like 10, 15 minutes earlier than the bus arrives.
Yep.
And if they're late, you just got to deal with it.
All right. Now, if I was best places I found buses, actually 2 different places. Dayton, Ohio, and Huntington, West Virginia.
Nah.
They got the big buses, about the size of school buses. Might be a little bigger. But they were nice to ride in.
It's definitely how Utah buses are. Very nice to ride in.
That's probably if I ever came up there, it's probably my transportation.
Ah.
Save on gas, save on car and everything.
Yeah, that works.
Yep, and only drive the car when I need to go somewhere like a LGS or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So when you fix your car, you're going to give your car big wheels so you can just drive over other cars that are in front of you?
Seriously thinking about it.
That's funny.
Yeah, get some lift kit put on that, and then give me some Bigfoot tires put on it, and be ready.
Right.
I just need to put a plow on front of it, and then you can call it the hillbilly bulldozer.
That's right.
Don't give me ideas now.
I was thinking about installing a large propeller system on top of our car and have a flying car so we can just fly above traffic.
Hey, they're talking about making flying cars nowadays.
Well, they're making cars smart, so the next step is to make a flying smart car.
Yep.
I'll probably run into everything.
I wouldn't doubt them doing it though, because they are talking about doing
Right.
it. Yep. Elon Musk is one of them that's talking about doing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the biggest problems with making flying cars is it's hard to regulate traffic in the air.
Yep.
Because if you make a smart car for everybody, you got to make smart cars for the police.
True. And they got to be faster.
Got to be faster. Go on to warp speed. Warp.
Yep. A police car's got to be faster than a regular car. But right now they are, because they get those police interceptors in them.
Yeah. Well, because they sell legally on the market. Those notifying machines that let you know when a cop is in front of you or near you.
Yeah, radar detector.
Yeah. I think it's funny that people actually use those.
Yep.
And you get in trouble. You can get in trouble if you see one. So if you get pulled over, you have to remember to hide it before the cop comes to your car.
Yep. You gotta make sure you don't see you hiding it too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Have some strong cords on it. Jerk those cords. Jerk it down off the dash.
Right. That's funny.
Yep. I got pulled over down here one time for not using that turn signal. I was in the turning lane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then a couple vehicles went past the cop, and they turned. Didn't even use a turn signal.
Go figure.
Yeah. So I told the cop, I said, "Why'd you pull me over when you got these other nicer looking cars going up and down the road, no turn signals on?"
Yeah.
I am in a beat up car. You pulled me over.
Uh-huh.
You got these nicer cars going up and down the road with no turn signals on. You know they got more money than me. Yet you chose to pull me over.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, your car looks more like a hazard.
Apparently.
What is it? A Rusty Bolt 2000? Has like a Ford engine in it from 1942.
I ain't telling.
You're like, I'm not even telling.
That's my little secret.
What you need to do is buy yourself a Batmobile.
It'd be nice if I could.
Right?
Yeah. And when they pull me over, I'll roll the window down. I am Batman.
Batman. That's right. So come Batman. Flying above the city. In your new flying car. Mm-hmm.
If we make flying cars, I have to redo Batman, make him flying cars.
Well, isn't there already a Batcopter and a Batwing that flies? He's already set up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised Lone Wolf doesn't talk about his Batwing that he has at home. The bat-shaped flying machine that lets him go over the city and skip traffic and get to the game shop in like a minute instead of 20.
Well, that's because it's not true. I have a Flintstone car.
Yeah, that's what he disguises it as. I've actually seen Lone Wolf flying it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
How do you
Then
disguise
then I've seen him hide it and turn it into made it look like a Flintstone car.
How can you disguise it when your feet are through the floorboard?
Oh, that's just a disguise. Throw people off.
That's right. Can you imagine if you had to run a vehicle using your feet?
I'd get nowhere. I'd put the wife to moving the car. I'd just steer it. Go faster, go faster.
Go faster in a car. And that's
Bullshit.
pretty cool. Lone Wolf has a transforming car. It transforms from a Batwing to a Flintstones looking car. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
It's for those days when you go out and eat and you need that exercise.
You're right. I can imagine the size of the prime rib you order when you go to the movie theater, the drive-in.
Yep. It's got to be triple digit in pounds so I can have some for later.
That's right. Triple digit pound. Now you're starting to sound like Hillbilly in his buffets.
It's only certain foods with me.
Okay. Yeah, tuna guy. I guess called tuna.
Oh, Tana, yeah.
Yeah. He just put out a video. TMNT set confirmed.
Nice.
Interesting. So we are getting the turtles, according to him. But they ain't made the announcement yet. I don't know how he knows.
Well, it's definitely gonna light up the world.
Yep. I mean, today is what, the 8th?
Yeah.
We still got another day to go before they release their information, because they're going to release their information till Friday.
I wouldn't get hopes up until we hear something official.
Right.
Yeah, officially here in America.
Yep.
Like, I can't wait to see him.
It looks like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set has been confirmed. We basically knew that it was coming. Like, there were so many different hints for it to coming, but it does look like we have confirmation as of today of it, which is hilarious because it means that we have now returned to New York within 6 months, as opposed to Lorwyn, which took 18 years. So pictures have come from New York showing off and confirming the set. Keep in mind that at New York Comic Con, we're going to see a panel to do with an upcoming set between Nickelodeon and Magic the Gathering, which I'll show you a second in that panel. And the art for it looks absolutely amazing. Now, before we do get into that, if you guys want to support the channel, head on down.
I haven't seen what he has to say about it.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
All that money now is going towards tax, which I'm heading down to tax in literally about an hour. I'm going to be starting to take the train down there and everything like that. So,
Yeah, he's always in Australia.
So, support the channel, get yourself a deck list, feel free.
What?
He's excited.
A special promo card.
It'd be awesome if we get turtles, though.
Yeah.
Like with my family and everything, and then on the back we've got special promo code and stuff. So yeah, if you guys see me at packs, but make sure you come up to me and ask for one. So we did kind of. A lot of people thought that a Magic the Gathering set with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would come for a bit. We had the Jumpstart card showing up here. So this is Takeo the Patient Avalanche, a Turtle Ninja. But before that, we actually had one in Rio as well, back in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. So since we kind of saw this, everyone's been kind of thinking about the fact that there could potentially be a.
He's going over older cards. I have the turtle type.
I ain't showing the pictures you showed.
Yeah.
In New York, which the New York Comic Con coming up soon. The announcement for this next week. You can see, this is Donatello and Raphael here. Assumedly on the other side of it, we've got Michelangelo and Leonardo, but you can see it's got Magic the Gathering there. So that's the kind of important here. Is that it does say Magic the Gathering.
He's showing the same picture you showed me.
Yeah, it's the highlighted picture of the social media right now for Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
But also then you can see the art here on the back as well. And oh boy, the art absolutely amazing from these two pictures of art that we can see here. I
Wow.
really love it. I think that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is one of those franchises that can easily cater towards kids, and they have been with like a couple of the most recent movies. But there's also a whole bunch of like grimdark stuff they can potentially dive into. For example, like the last Ronin storyline, which I'll get to in a second. So if you know the panel here at New York Comic Con, I completely forgot to title it here, but it's basically Nickelodeon X Magic the Gathering. So it says, get your exclusive look at the next powerful team up between Magic the Gathering and Nickelodeon. It's going to be redacted. That's obviously going to be meant to be saying it's going to be radical, which was what they used for like the initial announcement back in 2018 for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, that's the panel.
He's going for it.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how I'm going to record that. Given that I'm going to be away.
You're usually right, though.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see as it goes. But either way, it's going to be pretty exciting. There's going to be some pretty cool stuff there. So, one of the big things that people ask is, does Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles even have enough to make a set? And to me, definitely. Like, if you look at it,
I think they do.
Franchises that people have kind of grown up with. It's got much bigger. It's like much bigger than just the movies and the animated shows. There's multiple comic book lines that have gone for ages. There's a full multiverse with various different incarnations of the turtles and their enemies and stuff like that. Like, as I said, one of the most famous being that last Ronin storyline, where you've got one of the turtles, which I'm not going to spoil as good as, one of the turtles being the last one of the Ninja Turtles still alive. All the other ones have been killed off, and they're seeking
That's Michelangelo.
the grandson, the Shredder.
Michelangelo.
This really dark and grimdark story. In fact, they're adapting it into an R-rated movie at the moment. So,
Whoa, R-rated movie?
Yeah. For the last Ronin.
So just enemies and allies to the turtles that could easily fill up a whole set. Stuff from ninjas, they've got aliens, they've got mutants and more, and the full Nickelodeon. So there's a huge amount of stuff that they can potentially do with this. So pretty exciting. I'm really hoping that, unlike the Spider-Man set, this didn't start as a smaller set and then they expanded it into a bigger set, which I think was the major issue with the Spider-Man set. Also put on Magic Arena and Magic Online, but there's a huge amount of stuff they could potentially cover here. So I'm very, very excited to see exactly how they go. I do think that it is a franchise that can fit relatively well into Magic. Once you get into the more kind of weird, fantastical, you've got giant freaking turtles, right? Like, it can fit into the Magic lore, in my opinion, pretty well. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys as to what you think. As I said, I'm leaving for PAX now, so I'll see you guys potentially tomorrow at PAX. If you are going to be there, come up, hit me up. I'm going to be, mostly around the Magic kind of areas and stuff. So have a great day and goodbye.
I caught my steps.
Yeah, according to him, it's turtles.
Turtles. Well, I think we heard it all.
Yep.
Well, we still got to see the debut thing, the preview panel.
Right.
Gotta say them because we still got till March. Holy cow, that's still a handful of time away.
Yep. Well, what I want to know is, where's the Avatar spoilers at? You don't hear about Avatar.
Is the Avatar spoiling season?
Should be close.
When does Avatar come out?
I think next month. I think. Could be wrong on that. I know it's supposed to be the last set for this year. Yeah, I think it comes out in November. Of course, I don't know, to be honest.
You should know. You should know everything Magic, Hillbilly.
Well, I usually get my information from Lone Wolf.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Lone Wolf is there feeding you for the topics of your show.
He's supposed to be. I heard lately he ain't been dependable that much.
He's very informative.
Yep.
You hear that, Lone Wolf? He's calling you out as his informant.
Oh, the most informant I can be is tell you when and how to take a nap.
Well, that's simple. Anytime's a good time to take a nap.
Not necessarily.
Well, you're right. You don't want to drive and take a nap at the same time.
I don't know. That might, yeah, it might not be too good if you do that.
You don't want to play. You don't want to take a nap during a commander game either.
I don't know, but I've done that before.
Depends on how early you get taken out of the game.
Exactly.
Well, Hillbilly gets taken out of the game all the time. Turn 1, turn 2.
Yep. Rise of the Sozin. Destroy all. The saga destroys all creatures.
Well, you know when they cast a spell called sleep, that really means you're supposed to sleep.
Oh yeah. You go to sleep. Coaxing our one little viewer out there to take a nap.
Yeah, they'll stop. You're supposed to sleep, and they'll stop the game until you wake back up.
Yeah.
I remember Hero trying to play these avatar cards.
Well, you're gonna have Avatar spoiler season sometime soon.
Yeah. Now at least these will be on the arena.
Right.
I'll make it a little easier on learning the cards.
You got to learn the cards.
Yep.
Yeah, having that clairvoyance, or the correct term, analogy for when a card comes out. Being able to know what the card is in all the formats you play is pretty good. Pretty solid idea.
Yep. They got a hog monkey black that has exhaust for 5.
Right. Exhaust for 5. That's a good time to know when it's time to go to bed, is when you're exhausting.
Yep.
I bet. Lone Wolf wakes up, plays a video game, plays some Magic, goes to sleep, wakes up, eats a breakfast, plays some Magic, goes to sleep. Then he wakes up. No kidding.
You got it all wrong. I wake up, I go sleep. I wake up, and I go right back to sleep.
Well, they are coming out with a turtle duck.
A turtle duck?
Yep. An avatar.
Oh, yeah. Probably part of the show or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. The one mana for a 0/4, and you can pay 3 mana to have until the turn, this creature has base power 4 against trample. So for 3 mana, you can turn a 0/4 to a 4/4 trample.
Yep.
Interesting.
Now I'm just looking at them right now.
You're looking at them.
Yeah, at the cards right now that they got spoiled so far.
Ah.
And they're bringing back lessons.
I didn't realize you really read anything that wasn't a menu.
Well, I try to read my only menus. Sometimes they in foreign language I just don't understand, so I just say, just give me whatever.
I'm kidding. You're a hillbilly.
Exactly. Food is food.
Food is food. I can't wait to read a menu. We have a birth for my birthday. I got a card to Cheddar's, and I've been waiting to go for a while now.
Mm. Cheddar's is a good restaurant.
Mm.
Good old country cooking. Or it is down here.
And where we live, that's I don't think it's very country, but you get burgers and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they will customize a burger for you.
Yeah. Well, down here, they think they're country. They'll make the food taste like country food.
Possibility, because I wanted them to make a burger with jalapeno poppers on it, some cream cheese.
Oh, yeah.
So, and yeah, get some lettuce and tomato on the bottom bun and stuff, and set it up. I want to make a burger my way. Maybe I'll make him a house burger.
Mm-hmm. See, they're reporting the Great Hinge in Avatar.
Gray hinge.
Yep.
It's pretty solid. What's one card you'd like to see reprinted, Lone Wolf?
No, I'm good.
What's one card you'd like to see reprinted?
Dual nature.
Dual nature. Yeah.
Sensei's Divining Top.
Sensei's Divining Top. That's a good one. I'd like to see. I know they can't reprint it, but I'd like to see. What's the name of the card? Costs 2 generic, 2 green. You sacrifice a green creature, and you search your library for a green creature card and put it on the battlefield.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you're not. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it though.
Yeah, same here.
I'd like to see that card reprinted because I want a copy of it myself.
Well, I got a card that they should reprint.
What's that?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Singularity Rupture.
Yeah. Right? I still need to get a copy of that card. And like
yeah, they're going to reprint that. They just printed that.
Well, they technically reprinted it already because it was the box topper.
Yep.
Oh, they need to do it again.
They need to do it again. You like that?
Make it an uncommon, so we get like 3 in every pack.
You like that kid who gets off that roller coaster ride and you're like, let's do it again.
On rain, I casted 2 of them back to back. And then build the rest of the cards. Rest of my opponent's cards.
The rest of your opponent's cards, yeah.
Yep, I milled them.
So, were you looking through your cards, Lone Wolf, for those extra spicy cards that you want to send me?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, like what a person's going to be looking for.
Just trying to figure it out. The spicy nature. Da 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 da. Honey, honey. Da 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 da. You know, I have your list of cards here. And I don't know. I keep thinking stuff might be missing, but I see your list of cards. You got Emrakul, Void, the Void Planeswalker, the Displacer Kitten, Forced Fruition. I think I might have to go through these again. Mirror Box, Alicia, Doppelganger Broker, Bramble Sovereign, Mirror March. Oh no, that's the Mana Flare, Copy Enchantment, Pernicious Deed, Nexar, Kaikard, Duscape, and Rune.
I wouldn't mind getting a Deep Muck Desperado.
A what?
Deep Muck Desperado.
I don't know what that means.
The card is called Deep Muck Desperado.
Yeah.
Yep. This card right here.
Whenever you commit a crime, from military card, this ability triggers once you turn. Huh.
Yep. And this would help my Mothman too, actually, a little bit more on the milling.
Hmm. But only triggers once each turn, so it only hits one opponent.
Only one opponent? Well, it says targeting opponents. Anything they control in our cards in their graveyard is a crime.
Ah.
I thought it would hit everybody.
Right. Each opponent mills 3 cards. This ability triggers only once each turn. Targeting opponents, anything they control, and cards in their graveyard is a crime.
Yep.
That's targeting. Not like you have to target
Yep. You have to target a opponent.
or a permanent they control,
Right.
or something that's in the graveyard.
Right.
Cards going into the graveyard is not a crime.
If you mill somebody, then you're targeting opponents.
If you mill somebody, you're targeting an opponent. Rad is not a targeting.
No, but if he
not
does
right.
if he does like the River Turn Monument, that's targeting.
Right.
Right. Return Monument or board wipe.
Ah.
I'm targeting permanents because
The only board wipe that targets is a Singularity Rupture.
right. Singularity Rupture. Because you are targeting your opponents with mill there. So you would mill your opponent first, then you board wipe.
Right.
So you would target your opponents, and then they would mill 3 cards. And then after they mill 3 cards, first they would mill, then they'd mill 3 more cards, and then board wipe. Yep, because I play this card on Arena. Deep Muck Desperado.
You need a Phoenix God of Deception in your deck.
What's that do?
Hold on.
What set is it from?
Theros.
Theros.
Or it's one of the Theros sets. It's probably not Theros itself. Could be. What's the set after Theros?
I got that card. I can tell you here in about a minute.
I'm looking for Theros on here, but I don't see it.
Let's see. Born of the Gods, maybe? There you go. Born of the Gods. There we go. There you go. It's on screen.
All right. Indestructible. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Creatures in control of tap target player mill puts a. So creatures in control of tap target player puts the top X cards of their library into their graveyard, or X that creature's toughness.
Not bad. Although my Mossman does have some big creatures in it.
Hmm. Oh yeah, it does. But all right, my friends, it is time. I gotta call it a night.
Alrighty.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. For those who just wanted to listen to people talk live, yeah.
They didn't get to talk to me long.
Yeah, it's time I just get off my lives and start doing my night chores and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Have a good one. Whoop, whoop.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good